Hey guys, Bitcoin Owen here. Uh, I've been pondering this. I've always assumed that Bitcoin end would be the end for banks, basically. That there would be no deposit taking, that there would be no money lending, and that everybody would custody their Bitcoin themselves. But I suppose consider this: the banks start offering interest on Bitcoin that is deposited with them, basically, and you give the bank power to custody your Bitcoin. Basically, you give a bank your Bitcoin, they custody it, and they pay you interest in return in Bitcoin, and then they would lend out that Bitcoin and take a margin, basically, charge interest on the mortgages and loans that are lent out, and then take the money back in when in accordance with the terms of the mortgage or the loan. I wonder how would the banks cope, basically. Things would get very competitive anyway, I think, because there are huge numbers of people employed by banks in every country in the world. Huge numbers. Their unions are very strong and powerful, and banks are regularly in the news, basically. So your man Adam Back, the cypherpunk of old, was on a podcast there today. I only listened to it today. I think it's been around for about a week, the podcast on TFTC with Marty Bent himself and a fella called Sean Bill, and he said that Ecash has potential to herald a new era of banking, an era of free banking, where there is no central bank, basically, and the banks just lend out money as they wish, basically. The banks, I suppose, the free banking in America that happened after the War of Independence in 1776 in America, the banks had their own money, basically, and they lent it out. They created their own money. I think it was called the greenback. It might have been called the greenback, and that was an era of free banking in America. And Adam Back is saying that this could come again with Ecash. I don't know. It's all up in the air.